With Sepide's temporary marriage to Yekta, the pressure on Hamed to marry Fershte, his cousin's daughter, who was considered a replacement for Sepide, was increasing. And Hamed was not resisting like before. He had done everything he could to get her back. Cheyenne was not very sensitive to Mania's arrival either. His mother had taken a different path. Artemis, Sayan, Niaish, and Sandra, all of us, were somehow involved in these feelings and struggles, and we were trying to get the job done in the best and most peaceful way possible. When Hamed called and announced his agreement and Cheyenne's desire to be with us, we were ready to welcome the new member of our family. As they came to the door, I said to the others, "Well, let's go. I hope things go well and as we want them to." Cheyenne said, "Don't worry too much. We'll try to make him have a good time. From school until the evening before we go to Mass." Niaish said, "Don't talk too much about his mother in front of him, unless he tells her to. We're going to be neutral." I nodded and we went to the door. As the door opened, Hamed and Cheyenne's eyes fell on the women with me. Hamed said, "Cheyenne will bother you for a while. Maybe it will be better for him and me this way. You must have heard about Fershte." Now that Sepide didn't care about all the efforts and pleas and even threats to not see and cross Cheyenne out forever. "I have to make a new decision," I said. "I understand and I have nothing to say that will make things better or change the situation. The past must be buried and a ceremony must be held for him. I promise. Cheyenne will have a good time during this time." Hamed said, "Thank you." He touched Cheyenne's head and left. Cheyenne came forward and said with a smile, "Hello, son. I'm Cheyenne, Niaish and Sandra. We're going to have a good time together for a while. So let's start right now." Cheyenne said, "Okay." Cheyenne gently placed her hand on his back. Cheyenne looked at her for a moment in surprise and at her ease. It was a strange feeling. But he accompanied her with a smile. Niaish said, "First a delicious lunch. Then getting rid of schoolwork and then your hobbies and playing Tron." I also said, "You can put your things in that room and change your clothes. Lunch is ready." Cheyenne went to the room. Cheyenne said, "It wasn't bad." Sandra said, "Is this the boy whose mother abandoned him?" Cheyenne said, "Yes, it's him. But don't act like it. He's very sad and bitter. Even now that his father's cousin is going to take Sepide's place and become Hamed's wife. Poor boy. I feel sorry for him." Niaish said, "It's better. Help him to reduce his sorrows." "Okay, sure." After lunch and doing his homework and resting a little, Cheyenne came to Tron's playroom with us. He looked at the various posters of the game scenes on the wall. The intact parts of the city and the parts that were destroyed. Cheyenne said, "I haven't heard of this game. Isn't it famous?" Cheyenne said, "Why is it famous but it is not well known in Iran yet?" Also because of the speed of the internet and the virtual reality equipment, which is a bit expensive. Of these devices that don't give the feeling of real pain and being in the scene. From the ball launchers, to feel pain and being hit and shot, the vibrating device, etc. Niaish said, "They are there too. But because Tron is connected to the brain through a headset and a network of lace, you see and feel everything real. Now let's start." The game started loading. Niaish went to the online and character creation section and continued. You have to choose an avatar for yourself that can be a girl or a boy, black or white, and from any country. Cheyenne chose the character of Warren Graham. A boy of average build, 16 years old, with brown hair and eyes. After selecting and completing the game character, he said, "How do I play now?" I said, "Put that headset on your head and take those sensitive game sticks in your hands. According to the selection of missions and characters with you and the money you earn, you can upgrade that character. Some parts of the game require real and common money outside the game, which we will pay for you. Now start the game. Cheyenne put the headset on his head. He found himself on a busy and different street. After a while, according to the in-game guide signs, he stopped in front of a bench in a small park by the street. A girl came to him and said, "Hello, Warren.